everybody who is here tonight. Michelle Mink here. I am back for Wednesday Whispers after like an amazing summer. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Kathleen. Please say hello when you get here. Hello to the Instagram world and YouTube world as well. Hey, Mitch. It feels like it's been a million years. I was like, is anybody even going to show up tonight? Because it's been so long since I was here for Wednesday Whispers. How was your summer, everybody? I hope that it's been so great and that you're getting into fall okay and all those kind of amazing things. Hey, Julie. Great to see you. I think I saw you today when I was in Bright Creek this morning. Hey, Joanne. Hey, Taryn. Hey, Vicky. Hey, Anne. Oh my gosh, like all of my regulars are here. You guys didn't forget about me. Hello, Jennifer. Hey, Jacqueline, Melissa. Great to have you. If you're new and you're wondering why I'm showing up on your feed, I always believe that there is a reason for that. So hello, Azaria, Donna, Leanne. Great to see so many of you guys returning. Anybody on Instagram saying hello? Hello, Anton, my good friend Anton. Balance of Forgiveness. Hey, Gail, great to see you. White Feather Wisdom. Hey, Heather Albanati, great to see you. Hey, Chef Leanna, so great to join you guys again. I always love Wednesday Whispers. And because, there might be some new people here joining, I'm just going to, this is already my third year of going into Wednesday Whispers. I took a little bit of a break, but just missed the energy and gathering with community. Obviously, hey, Jeremy. I do so many one-on-one readings with people, and it's just so hard to kind of stay connected after and to kind of like bring things through for them. So I feel like Wednesday Whispers is a beautiful way for us just to say hello. And throughout our time together, I'm hoping to bring through some spirits from the other side, as well as do some card readings to give you a little bit of inspiration in something that could be applying into your life right now. And really, I hope that this is a spiritual community where you guys can ask me questions in the group about the afterlife, ask me things that are kind of, going on in your life, and really a place for us to bring through curiosity. Because what I hope to do is validate and to show you all that there is life after life as a medium. And how this all came about for me, I always want to just kind of share my story at the beginning of the season, is that for over 20 years, I was a singer. I was a professional singer and an opera singer at that, and traveled and did many very cool things. I sung at the Grandstand Show in Calgary. If any of you are here, Calgarians, I performed in Italy and France and went to the Royal Academy of Music in London, England, and started something called Cowtown Opera in Calgary for a decade, and ran that. And that ran its course. I could feel a shift coming. And I knew that my soul wasn't singing anymore. I knew that things were changing for me. And I kind of looked for a new transition, and the universe provided that for me. Because 4 years ago, I gave birth to my stillborn son, Chase, who I feel like in Wednesday Whispers, he always comes through in something or some conversation about that. And with his passing came my awakening, my spiritual awakening. And I want to talk a little bit about spiritual awakenings today, because I've got a masterclass coming up. If you feel like you have also experienced some crazy shifts since 2020 and are wondering what to do with your intuition and crazy dreams you might be having and goosebumps and seeing repeated numbers. So that's called The Awakened Woman. I'm going to be doing that on September 26th. So for me, as I came through my spiritual awakening, I realized that I was a medium and studied with some of the world's best mediums, and now am a professional psychic medium where I've met so many of you and done so many readings with you. And I feel so, so honored to do this work and to serve the world of spirit every day in connecting to the other side and showing you that you can also connect to the other side. So that's a little bit about who I am. I do online things. I've got a whole bunch of stuff coming up this fall. I've got a free Facebook community. If you feel like you are interested in joining my community, I've got a free woo-woo group, it's called. And again, this like masterclass coming up, it's called The Awakened Woman. And really, it's just like a masterclass where I'm going to be kind of talking you through about how you trust your intuition, how you trust your goosebumps, how you start understanding the world and the language of spirit. So if this is interesting, it's only $22. It's going to be Thursday, September 26th. So there's like some things you can kind of stay in touch as we kind of come through this. Oh, I'm just doing a whole bunch of special things here. So yeah, that's it. That's my little plug here before we begin here today. And tell me a little bit about your summers. I know it's been busy for everybody. For me, I felt really overwhelmed this summer. I felt like I was trying to cram so much in to make it a special summer that It was a lot. Anybody else hear me on that? I also have like a son who's 8 years old, and I got to tell you, I feel like he's 8, and it was really hard for me this summer to be really present for him and to occupy him, to be his sibling and entertain him all summer, and still do all these epic things. So for me, it was really jam packed and really intense. So I'm not sure how your guys' summer was. It was also beautiful as well. One of my favorite things is that we had the woo woo retreat. I see Cassandra here being like, woo woo weekend was amazing. Leanne, you say summers are seeming so much shorter. Absolutely, every year, right? And I don't know if the older like our kids get, it feels like, I've only got 10 summers left with him. Like, oh my gosh, how can I make it so amazing? Love that, Cassandra. Yes, happy fall is here because I feel like it's time to slow down. Yeah, I love that about the fall is it's time to kind of go inward. It's time to go inside. So I totally hear that. So yeah, I had the woo-woo weekend this summer, which was just so beautiful. Beautiful practitioners. The land was amazing, and the people that came was amazing. So I do these retreats because it was just, one of the most beautiful things I do. Cassandra says it was so amazing. Woo-woo weekend was life-changing and magical, truly, and for me as well. So Wendy, you had a great summer, I see. It was fantastic, and hoping for fall to be equally wonderful. Beautiful energy. Love that. Oh, we got Christina here. Woo woo was the best weekend ever. I'm with you. Summer was crazy and still wasn't enough with my son. Yeah, I know, Christina, you've got, your only son too. It's crazy. And Dawn, I see you here on Instagram. You got to spend 3 weeks with your daughter and sail for 6 months out of the year. Yeah, it's tricky. I love here somebody I chant in Instagram says you celebrated your 50th all summer. I love it. It was like a summer birthday. I love that. I also had some celebrations. Me and my husband had our 10-year anniversary, which was just amazing. We went to Vegas. I actually wore my Vegas shirt for you guys tonight. Little bling for you guys. Really beautiful to celebrate and kind of, be in that place. I love getting dressed up. Seeing entertainment was amazing. So love it. Love seeing all your comments and everything. So I do have my intuitive mug is back, you guys. I want you to be trusting your intuition. I love for you to blend your energy with my mug and tell me, what am I drinking tonight? Because me as a psychic medium, I'm not gifted. I'm not special. We all have the ability to tune into the other side. We all have the ability to sense and know and hear and sense things beyond our awareness of our 3D life. So I'd love for you to practice tonight. Send your blending energy towards this mug and tell me, what am I drinking tonight? Is it hot? Is it cold? Is it sour? Is it sweet? Tina, you guys also had a 10-year celebration. Awesome. So Kathleen's feeling some hot tea. Kalina's feeling warm lemon water. What am I drinking tonight? Is it spicy? Is it sweet? Dawn says ginger lemon. Caitlin says hot peppermint tea, says Caitlin. Name is Scott. I love your guys' Instagram handles. I wish I could bring your titles up on to my app, but it doesn't work like that. So Instagram world, I hope it's okay. You can kind of still see me. Melissa says hot Earl Grey. Balance of Forgiveness says decaf. Hey, do you know me or what? Because I love my decaf. White Feather Wisdom is feeling floral energy. Flower tea, great. Diana says peppermint. Jennifer's also feeling some mint. Joanne's feeling something bubbly, interesting. Anne's feeling warm green tea. Lisa's feeling pumpkin spice. We are kind of getting to that season, aren't we? Alrighty, so tonight I'm going to be tuning in and just kind of seeing what wants to come through. So I'll kind of start our night by always kind of doing some card readings. So if you would like an inspirational card here tonight, I'm going to kind of tune in and just kind of ask for, my guides to bring through inspiration. And the thing is with these evenings is that even if I don't speak to you directly, even if I don't pull a card for you and I miss your name and I haven't said hello to you, I believe that there's messages for all of us and everything that comes through tonight. So even if I'm talking about somebody else's grandma, or there's something in one of these cards that I'm talking about to somebody else, I really believe that there's a collective consciousness about it, that there's other things you can also be taking from tonight as we kind of tune in together. I love it. Cassandra says, guessing drinks is not my gift. Rick says apple cinnamon tea. Great. And let's just kind of see any other ones on Instagram. What am I drinking tonight? Alrighty. So yeah, I'll just kind of start. I'll just do like Facebook here tonight. I just feel like I saw Wendy Hamper first. Hello, Wendy. Wendy Hamper. I feel like Wendy, have we had a reading before? Because I just feel like you're. I mean, I'm sorry if I don't remember you, but you just, it seems so familiar to me. So messages for Wendy Hamper tonight. Wendy, your guides are telling you here tonight. Oh, two things came up actually. Two cards came out together, stuck together. Trusting your intuition, my life is truly guided. Interesting that I was talking about that tonight is that, you know, that we so often, you know, we don't notice the little signs that our guides are showing us, the repeated numbers or coins that we're seeing or a song that comes on the radio. You know, we kind of just are like, oh, that was weird. Yeah, okay, it must have been a coincidence. But they're just saying like, this is a really powerful time for you to be trusting your intuition. My life is truly guided, and trusting that things are happening on divine schedule, not your schedule, Wendy. And the other card that comes up is rising above. I see only beauty and grace. And for me, this just, you know, I don't know if that was you that actually already. Oh, we've got a first scammer here tonight, everybody. Look at here. We got Aoife Tola is a scammer. So as I kind of like to put on the bottom, please be careful. I will never message you. I'll never comment. I will never ask you for money. I will never ask you for free readings. So please be careful. Someone is hacking. Yeah, call them out and block away. But Wendy, you know how I even feel like I saw your comment where you're just like, you know, I'm so excited about fall. Summer was amazing. Fall's amazing. Rising above, this feels like optimism. This feels like living in gratitude. And that's really one of the highest vibrations. And when we're living in a high vibration, you guys, then our intuition is like so online. So Wendy, I hope you're feeling like super connected. They also just show me journaling. So I don't know if you've been thinking of journaling or if you've been thinking of automatic writing, but they just told me that's a really powerful tool right now for you. So I love the high vibrations that are coming in for you. I hope that's just kind of a confirmation for you. Wow, the scammer like already is like talking again. Like, isn't that so just nasty? So gross. Like, don't you have anything better to do? So yeah, so who else would like a card? Here I am on Facebook. I just see Miss Haley Fallon. So a card for Miss Haley Fallon. You'd love a card reading. And then please let me know how it resonates with you if it does. And even if it doesn't, if you're like, whatever. Because people, when they say that doesn't resonate with me at all, I get a message like 3 days later that was like, oh my God, you were right. Miss Haley Fallon, what do you need to know? Okay, they say you're breaking barriers. I'm expanding beyond limitations into joy and freedom. And I love this card because like, look, it's like a whole bunch of like thorns and there's like some new green leaves that are trying to break through on this old crusty way of living. So I just really kind of feel like this is the time, you know, like the habits that you've been thinking of changing, they're like, let's do it now. It is the time, it is now. And I just actually feel a lot of energy around September. So whatever you're manifesting, whatever you're planning right now, it feels like very important. And it also makes me feel like don't miss this window. It makes me feel like the goals that you've been setting, you've tried to set them before. They say in May that you tried to set them in the spring, and they didn't quite pan out, and then you almost gave up. And so September feels like another window for you to execute it, and they're asking you to really make sure you follow through this time. They're like, this is the time. So I just want to send you a whole bunch of courage and affirmations about really pursuing this. So I hope that makes sense for you, Miss Haley Fallon there on Instagram. Okay, let's see who else would like a card. And sorry if I miss you. Sometimes these like the names just scroll so fast. And can I just say that I hate my video is pink? Like I've tried my lights on, off, like I've taken the filter off of my little light and my whole body is pink. So I'm so sorry that I look like, I don't know, a pink person. Okay. Let's just see here. So Lindsay Bell is saying, I love a card. It's been a few hard months. I'm sorry to hear that, Lindsay. Yeah, you know, they say you're in a 4-year cycle, Lindsay. So I don't know if like the last 4 years have been really trying for you. I mean, 2020, it's like, of course, the last 4 years, but you know, for you, it definitely feels like there's been like a kind of a breaking through, a really kind of dark night of the soul, a cracking point. So they just say the last 4 years, we see you, we understand how difficult it is for you, for Lindsay. And then I don't know if you've just been like thinking about doing your nails, Lindsay. Somebody loves your nails. I feel like I'm hearing an ancestor or something. I don't know if you painted your nails black or just got your nails done. They're talking about your nails. The card that comes up for you is planting seeds. Seeds of grace are being planted into the fertile soil of my soul. So really beautiful. A lot of renewing energy here tonight, everybody. Like, I hope you can feel that too. And I always love that about September. Like, I don't know if you guys feel this, but September always feels like a new year for me. You know, like I always want to get new clothes. I want to get new markers and new pens, like kind of like when I was in school. And that's what this planting seeds card feels like for you, Lindsay. Like, they make me feel like the hard stuff is over. Like, there's a whole bunch of new energy that wants to come through. And it's interesting when they were showing me kind of like a dark night of the soul, I kind of saw like the earth kind of cracking open. So it's interesting this card kind of came out because, you know, wherever the cracks are, that's where we can put the seeds in and start to water it for it to grow. I know that sounds kind of cheesy, but that's the metaphor that they're giving me here tonight, Lindsay. So I hope that makes sense. Oh my gosh, sorry guys, it's all going so fast. So please let me know if that makes sense to you, Lindsay. Let me just jump on over to Instagram. The Women's Canadian Club Calgary is here, which makes me think of, I'm going to be at the Canadian Women's Expo in Calgary, October 4th to 6th. I'm going to be doing like some mini readings there. So if you've been wanting to meet me or come for like a little cheap reading, I'd love to meet you. So Lourdes says, your dad passed 3 days ago. Can you have a reading? I'm so sorry, Lourdes. Thank you for joining us. And I hope that there's some beautiful messages here for you tonight. So Miss Haley Fallon, you said you're planning on a career change. Awesome. Okay, then that makes sense of what I was saying. Beautiful. Who else would like a card? I just saw Olivia Simmons. I just felt kind of drawn to you, Olivia. Olivia Simmons. So just for Olivia, what's going on in Olivia's world? You know, I'm kind of feeling like you got to declutter and things like that. It makes me feel like they're asking you to simplify your life. Exceeding expectations, I soar into excellence. I love this for you, Olivia, because it kind of makes me feel like you're getting rid of the old to welcome the new. You know, like, I don't know if you've been like cleaning out your house or like getting rid of old junk. It makes me feel like it's like spring cleaning, but in the fall. You know, they're asking you to simplify. It's so weird. Like, they're showing me your Tupperware drawer, maybe because that's what I have to do. You know, but it makes me feel like, you know, when you open your Tupperware drawer and it's like, oh, there's just like, you know, no lids match. You can't find anything. It's over pouring. Some of it's broken. This kind of thing. They make me feel like throwing out all the stuff and then just taking what works. So they're asking you to really simplify, because when you do that, you know, like that's kind of stuff raises your vibrations, So, and this is when we can kind of really step into our power. And I just love this photo of like her just like standing on top of the world being like, let's do this. Like, what if I can do it? And what if it's easy? So I hope that brings you some inspiration there, Olivia. I love that everybody's like, I feel this message for me. That's what I love about Wednesday Whispers. So let me just see. Azaria Pomeranz. Azaria. I feel like really fertile energy about you, Azaria. I don't know if you guys are planning on having a child or you're going to be creating something new. I just feel like a lot of like, they want to like reassure you that you've got like children on the way. So I don't know if you guys have been thinking about that or talking about that. Receiving from angels, shimmering wings of angels embrace me with love. This is one of the most highest frequency cards you can get. You know, when we think of like what God could be or guides could be or our ancestors are, they say that angels are one of the most highest frequency beings. And that when they come in to intervene for us or they coming in to show us love, they really kind of wanting to wrap their arms around you, you know, and for me, this does feel like a gift. So I don't know what this is. It does kind of feel like a pregnancy to me. So I don't know if you guys have been thinking about that. I can't see your comments yet. But there's even like could be like a new project, a new career. There's like this fertile energy about things that you want to create, and just it feels like it's very like lovingly supported, you know. So beautiful energy for you, Azaria. So it feels like you're on the right path and you're being really guided in a really beautiful way. Beautiful. I'm just going to switch decks as well. Yeah, beautiful. So to see who else would like a card. Jennifer Hagee Court. I just want to see, did she write back? Okay. Oh man, these just fly by. Jennifer Hagee Court. Hello, you love a card here tonight. Jennifer, like, have you been feeling like some inflammation in the body? Like, have your feet been swelling and things like that? I feel like they're wanting to like really make sure you're taking care of like the inflammation in your body and really hydrating yourself really beautifully. And it kind of feels like, like you changing habits and things like that, because the attachment card comes up for me, which is like, unfortunately, things that we are, tied to, whether it's like eating too much, drinking too much, scrolling too much, all these things that are too much, they're making me feel like it's time to kind of like get a handle on those. And for some reason, it makes me feel like it must be something physical because it's causing inflammation in the body. So this could be like gluten, or this could be a certain kind of alcohol, or something acidic that you've been eating, or something like that, or chocolate, but they're just saying that we're really ready for you to release some of these habits, Jennifer, because we're really asking you to kind of step into the new. So much new energy here tonight. So I hope you guys are all feeling like you're setting new goals lately, new fitness goals, new health goals, and things like that, Jennifer. So they're really kind of wanting you to take care of your feet. And they also say, like, if there's any financial worries going on in your life right now, that kind of card is also here secondary, that the money's all going to kind of sort itself out when your body does, so I really believe that we attract what we are. If we're living in a high frequency, we're eating well, we're drinking enough water, we're sleeping well, then the universe actually gives us more of that kind of energy. So like money comes easier, our job feels better, all these kind of things. So they're just asking you to really kind of address what's kind of going on. So I hope that kind of hits the mark there about your body. So please let me know if that makes sense to you, Jennifer. Who else is here? Oh, you do have foot issues. I know, Jennifer. So they're just like, that's like, I know it sounded like, oh, my life's so hard right now. Like finances feel tight and this feels like this isn't working out. And it's like, like your feet will get inflamed. So they're like, take care of your feet first. And then once all that's kind of settling, then your body's in a place to kind of attract more abundance. So I hope that makes sense. I know it's not the most inspiring message. Like, what? I have to like watch my inflammation in my feet? Oh God, life is just so crazy. Tisha Marie says, was just thinking about you tonight, Michelle. Big changes in your life right now, so would love a reading. Tisha Marie. Tisha. Do I know you, Tisha? Like, have we had a reading before? And I always am so sorry if I don't remember your name or your photo, because when spirit communicates to me, I can't hold on to it after, So Tisha Marie. Yeah, I feel like a lot of upheaval, even like with work things. Hey, like career. They say there's been like a pivot in your career. Opening to love, my heart is open. Tisha, it's one of those things, like that, even when change is difficult and we feel it on the horizon, that the more we surrender into it, it's just like the more abundance will kind of come through for that. So these big changes for me, they all feel really positive, and even like if you're switching jobs right now, it makes me feel in another few months, you might pivot again. Or if you're doing a course in school, there's like another element or a different department or a different direction you're going to take, and they just are asking you to surrender. The big word I'm hearing with you is like, just trust us. Stop trying to control so much. Like, we've got you. We're going to be kind of taking care of it. Opening to love. I love it's like a heart on fire in a boat. Yeah, like what is that? It's just like, well, here we go. Like there's nothing I can do. Like lighting my heart on fire. I love that. Wait to see if somebody else had said something there. Okay, it's hard to kind of follow it, guys. Sorry. Anybody else like a card? Rebecca, you're coming to see me on October 1st? Amazing. Awesome. Oh yeah, I think you messaged me and I was like we were trying to find a date. Oh yeah, I'm so excited to meet you. Rick Straightchuck. Like, did I give you guys a reading? Like one for Rick from Diane. So I must have seen both you and Diane. So let's just see Rick and Diane. One for Rick and one for Diane. So 2 cards, please. Rick, have you been like having some problems with your back and things like that? Like it makes me feel, I don't know, you've got like an epic lazy boy or something you've been sitting in. They're showing me like they want you doing like toe touches and things like that. Like I'm almost seeing like lower back stretches and things like that. Like they're just wanting you to kind of move your body a little bit more, like stretching in the mornings and things like that. And then for Diane. Diane, I just feel some of Rick's family here, and they're just so grateful for the wife that you've been to him. You know, I just heard like a spirit say to me, "Thank you so much for taking care of him." So it just feels like, you know, you have a really, it feels like you guys are quite codependent in some ways, you know, like, but they're so grateful for just how you love him and how you take care of him. So I don't know if you are going through some physical things right now, Rick, and they're just so grateful to you, Diane, for helping him. Rick, the card that came up for you is expecting miracles. Miracles are blossoming in my life. And this is an amazing affirmation just to speak over yourself every day. If anybody knows like Louise Hay's affirmations or anything like that, it's such a powerful way to like speak abundance into your life. So Rick, even if things have been feeling tricky, you kind of are feeling stuck, just being like, I trust that miracles are on their way to me today. So this kind of does feel like about your health and your body and things like that. Because I don't know if like you worked with your body for a living or things like that. It kind of feels like your body feels tired to me. And Diane, they say, proceed softly. My inner power grows in moments of quietude. You know, Diane, this feels like, you know, we were talking about that fall energy, that it's a beautiful time to really be retrospective, you know, to kind of like be journaling, listening to podcasts, listening to music, a lot of time in nature and things like that. So they're saying they're speaking to you in the quiet moments, you know, and for some reason I'm feeling like it's through clairaudience, you know, so whether you've been listening to music or listening to podcasts, I just feel like your spirit team is really kind of connecting to you through that. So hopefully that makes sense for you. So please let me know, for those that I gave a reading to, if this makes sense to you. Did I miss something? Oh, so great to see so many of you again. Haley says, Katie, was there anything you helping a struggling mama? Her child has gone missing. She's been missing for 72 hours. She's 14. Can you please send her healing energy? I do believe in directing our energy and consciousness into an idea. So everybody, I just love for you to look at this picture of Haley Stephenson to her friend who has a child missing, and just really kind of send love, heart energy through the screen to her, and just hoping for the best outcome here. I'm sorry to hear that. I can't even imagine how scary that would be. And, you know, let's just see. Okay, that's an interesting message you had for me. It's impossible, your husband, for me to be pregnant. God, love it. And we have 2 kids already. What was the name of that card? I'd like to look it up and see if it has any other meanings. Azaria, I believe it was, I can't remember. You might have to watch the replay. So, you know, fertile energy could be birthing of new projects, right? Birthing of new projects, birthing of new creative energy, ideas, new structure for yourself, you know? So I just still really feel that, even as I like see you do that. See as you, even as you share that. Let's just see who else is here. Yeah, directing energy. I don't know how you guys all felt about the Johnny Goudreau. Oh, thanks. Rocky's restorative retreat on Instagram. Michelle's the absolute best. Thank you. How is everybody feeling about the Johnny Goudreau thing? You know, like when I think of like mass people sending energy to families, you know, and if you don't know the story about Johnny Goudreau, like the famous NHL player, him and his brother were hit by a drunk driver like the night before their sister's wedding. So this family has lost like 2 of the boys. And I mean, I cried. My son used to love Johnny Goudreau. He was a major Flames fan here in Alberta. It was just so shocking, you know, and how I think about these deaths that are so profound and hard for us to wrap our minds, like that it actually happened. Like, I don't know if you guys felt like when you heard it, it was like, no, there's no way that could actually happen. Like it's like we can barely even understand how to wrap our mind. And that his wife now is 9 weeks pregnant. Like that is just so crazy. I cried so many times about this family, you know, and when I think of like the masses of people, you know, sending love to this family, I do believe that on an energetic level that does help. And, you know, I just really pray for like the healing of that family, how they're going to pick themselves up after this, and how they're going to love those children, and how those children are going to be formed. And, you know, when I tuned into my spirit team being asked, like, well, what's the purpose of that? Like, what does that teach everybody? Or what is that? I've learned that, you know, that some people have soul contracts to come and make a profound impact. And even like big passings like that can be so tragic, are actually for the awakening of the greater consciousness. You know, when we think of what happened with Johnny and his brother passing, is that how many people have just thought about their lives, their own mortality, have thought about their own spirituality, have reconnected with their families, over this news, So I do believe in the beauty of this passing and how it has this ripple effect into the greater consciousness of how we see these celebrities or we see these people, So I do believe that he serves a really big purpose for like humanity, Johnny, with the story of him and his brother. So I love you guys just kind of like all talking about it in the chat here. It's so crazy, right? Made you cry so hard, balance of forgiveness. Absolutely. Yeah, reflecting. And so then all you said, your children have lost their father as well. Your heart goes out to their families, and those of us that have experienced have experienced grief. It's just another way to kind of really think about our own mortality. And even that's what I hope to do on Wednesday Whispers. It's like we have to talk about death because it's promised for all of us. It's not like we're like, anyway, we're just not going to talk about that, and I think that what is so beautiful about, about that passing. So Rick said, very happy to hear your words. Rick is a very good friend. Your words confirmed to both of us tonight. Julie's here with us every day. His wife, who passed away 3 years ago, she was your best friend. Oh, so maybe that's the spirit I was feeling like, thank you so much for taking care of him, is what I felt really for you. So I'm so glad that resonates with you guys. So yeah, Rick, if like grief has been in your body and it's getting tight and things like that, it feels like it's time to move your body again. Yeah. Okay. Well, I think I'm going to start tuning into some spirits on the other side. I love Amanda says, mortality is so scary to me. It causes me so much anxiety. The only thing, I kind of used to feel that as well. But what I've learned is that people always ask me, is this hell? Like, is there heaven or is there hell? And I'm like, this is hell. Like us being here on earth, going through this human experience, this is the hardest it gets. Like when we pass, it's like, I get to go home. The like spirits have shown me that as soon as they leave their earthly bodies, it's just like a huge breath and they feel like themselves again, and that they feel this abundance and joy. So this is actually the harder part. So when we pass, I feel like there's a lot of beauty waiting for us, So in this part of the night, I just want you to hold close, people that you've loved that have passed, just taking a moment to honor them and to remember them, saying their names out loud. And if you got a candle you want to light for them on our Wednesday nights, if you have something of theirs, I'm wearing my grandma's earrings tonight that she bought me, just like little ways to have their energetic imprint with you, just taking a moment to remember a memory with them, a song that you shared with them, and just really kind of calling them forward to be with you tonight in this moment. And so how spirit communicates to me, it's almost like charades. I'll see flashes of things or hear things or feel things with my body. And then I do my best to translate that, but you guys are going to have to help me. Like I'll kind of be like, there's a person, blah, 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 blah. And when it sounds like I'm speaking about somebody that you feel like has passed for you, please write in the comments. Like that sounds like my brother. That sounds like my sister. That sounds like my dog. And to really just kind of confirm as we go along so that I know how to find you and deliver the messages to you properly. In Wednesday Whispers and all group readings is that something called piggybacking can happen. So I can start talking to a spirit and you're like, wow, like 3 out of 5 of those things really sound like my person, but not those other 2. Just know that spirit is trying to communicate with you as well. So even if you feel like there's 1 or 2 things that you're like, that's weird, I've been seeing feathers lately, or that's weird, like that just happened to me the other day, know that your family's also trying to talk to me. On these lives, it's always a crapshoot. I never know what to expect on Wednesday Whispers because, and everybody has like, 10 dead people that are watching. And if you pop on for 2 seconds, you're like, that was weird. And you get off, those people are kind of, their energy's there. So, to just, kind of see what kind of pieces you can take for yourself here tonight and the messages that kind of come through. And yeah, just even like type their name in the chat. So I see Alyssa, you missed your Barb, your mom, Cassandra. Oh yeah, the berries. Oh man, that was the worst. Jennifer says you miss your mom and dad. Rita, I miss my son Chase, who couldn't be here. I miss him all the time. I wish my son had a brother to play with, especially this summer. I was like, whew, this would be easier if there was another child here. I miss my grandpa Ed, who I feel is a guide for me, my grandma Marge, my mom Marilyn. I think of all those tonight. Leanne says, you're Alice, your son, Molly, Donna's nephew, Brenda, your best friend. Who do we love here? Your Auntie Cheryl, says Caitlin here on Instagram. Jerry, your dad, says divine messages, beautiful. We've got Kevin, Opa Rudy. We've got an auntie here, Caitlin's auntie as well. So just kind of really holding their names in your heart as we kind of start to kind of tune in. Olive, your sister, Paulette, Scott, Rosa, Michelle, Greg, Darlene. We just like honor all of you who've passed and like have made such a difference in our lives. Thank you for being a part of our lives. So we're just asking for clear messages here tonight for Wednesday Whispers. Just show me where you are and what you've seen of their lives and how you're communicating. So thank you for this opportunity. Okay. There's a woman, I feel like she's been with me a couple of days, and I kept wondering, like, if she was going to come in for a client or if she was with Wednesday Whispers. But and I feel like she's showing me the signature outfit that she always used to wear. I do feel like she's quite voluptuous. Like, I feel like she had a large bosom, and I don't want this to sound mean. I don't want to offend her, but it's almost like her neck also looks really thick to me. So I don't know if she had kind of like, a double chin or like a large neck. And she shows me this necklace that she used to wear, and it almost is like large beads or large costume jewelry. It almost is like they look silver to me, like they're not pearls or anything like that. And I don't know if you have this. She tells me that you do have a ring of hers, and I feel like she may have had a space in between her teeth when she smiled. And the signature laugh, her laugh is like just like from her guts. Like, I just feel like everybody always talked about her smile. And she says that she's been sending you feathers. So if you've been finding feathers kind of in weird spaces, she also has like a signature perfume that she used to wear. It's almost like, I don't know if you've been wearing it or spraying it. She has like a really beautiful friend energy to me. If she was your mom, I feel like she was like your friend. And she feels younger to me. It kind of makes me feel like she's in her late 40s or things like that. I do feel quite a bit of like health issues, like thyroid. Like, I don't know if that's why she's showing me kind of like her neck area. So does this make sense to anybody here? Does this sound like anybody who's lost somebody? Really signature smile, signature laugh. Does this sound like anybody? I feel like she's has dark hair, and she kind of looks like not Italian to me, but not quite Caucasian. There's another like kind of ethnicity behind her. So does this sound like somebody? Rick, does this sound like Julie? Or am I on time? Is my video delayed? Rick, does this sound like your sister, Julie? Or yeah. Yes? Okay. Looks like a whole bunch of people are feeling like this is Julie. Is this Julie who I said I already felt her talking to me through your friend, Donna or whatever? Oh, she was your wife. Okay, she was your wife. And her name was Julie? Oh my gosh. Do you know what I mean? Can you write in the chat how can you confirm the things that resonate with what I'm talking about? Do you have her wedding ring? Does somebody have her ring? Love to laugh. She's somebody that brought a lot of joy into your life. Like, I just feel like an amazing sense of humor. She feels very teasing, very playful. And I feel like she loved food. Like, I kind of just smell food like in her house. So Rick, when you're writing, can you say all the things that make sense? I know it's kind of hard to type sometimes on our phone and stuff when you're watching these. But that makes so much sense that I'm like, I feel the spirit already talking to me. Did you mean choking, Rick? Did she pass from choking? She had a space in the teeth? Yeah. Oh, cooking. Yeah, maybe you're saying cooking. The cooking, space in her teeth. Yes. She says, would you just tell him I'm fine? He's so worried that I'm not okay over here. Huge boobs. Yeah. Okay, good. I was trying to be like, she's voluptuous. She has a large bosom. And I just feel like, as well, like love the color red. Like, I feel like she showed me like a red top or a red dress she always used to wear. And it feels like snug, like she looks good in it. Like I just feel like everything's kind of like highlighted in it. Um, yeah, she says you've just been so worried about where she is, and she says that she's been sending you feathers. So have you been finding feathers anywhere, Rick? Sometimes feathers are weird for me because I'm like, okay, it just came out of a pillow, or maybe it came out of one of my jackets or something like that. But and is there a dog? Do you still have a dog here? And she had a very joyful laugh, signature laugh. Yeah. Yeah. Um, and do you have a dog now? Are you thinking about getting a dog? Because I feel like she's communicating to you through the dog as well, Oh, you're finding feathers all the time is always? Yes. And because she's like, I'm talking to the dog for him, or like to him, like dogs are they're these amazing little channels of light and healing, and spirits have the most amazing. You have 3 dogs, Kate, because I feel like she's bringing messages through the dogs, like, so you might get like a big, oh, my head's itching. Like you might get a big uh wave of grief, and it's like she'll be like, go get him, and she'll send one of the dogs to your side, so she just says no, that like those dogs I'm communicating to the dogs, like through me, to the dogs for you, and she says just everything's just fine. And does she have a sister here, or was that woman her sister? No, I just heard sister. I know, it's so confusing. Dogs and horses she loved, absolutely. She's so connected to animal energy. And she's just saying, I'm just so sorry I had to go so soon. She's like, I know it's quicker than it's been, but Rick, you guys have lived so many lives together. She's just showing me that like we've done this so many times, Rick, but she had to leave early this time because she really wants you to find yourself. I really believe that we have soul contracts with our partners, and that we do decide when we're going to pass so that we can launch a new chapter for that person. Rick, oh, her sister's in the hospital. Okay, because yeah, I'll see what she says. She says, I'm there. I'm like, I'm there with my sister. So I feel like she's helping in the healing, and she's really kind of assisting everything. And I really wanting her sister to feel her presence. So, like I just feel, Rick, that, she had to leave so you can really kind of step into your power and step into who you're supposed to be this time. Cause it just feels like it was too short this time, she says. But that familiar feeling when you met her, it was just like, oh my God, it's you. Like, I just feel like I know you, like we know each other. We know how this goes. This beautiful, beautiful relationship you have. And she says that it'll never die, so she just wants you to say it. She just wants to say, I love you so much. Love you so much. And she's kind of been flicking around. Sorry, what was that, Rick? Same thing. She had lung cancer. It's okay. Yeah, because I felt like I couldn't breathe. Like I kind of felt like I was kind of like feeling like air restriction right here. But what was I just gonna say? Oh, I feel like she's doing something weird to your TV. Like, have you been noticing like that there's something weird electronically going off? Like whether it's like an app is closing, or like your like TV's going off or something. She's playing tricks on you because she wants you to get moving, Rick. Didn't I say that already with the cards? Yeah, because she's saying like stop, like I don't want you like sitting around watching TV too much. So she's been playing with your TV. So if you've been noticing some weird technology things happening, it's her trying to motivate you and to kind of give you some encouragement to get rolling. She's so feisty, so strong. And because she's been with me for like 3 days, Rick. Your phone. Okay, yeah. Like it's been flicking and like apps have been closing, right? She's like, yep, that's me. She's like, totally, it's messing up. Yeah. She makes me feel like whatever you're looking at visually, she's like, boom, boom, just like, let's go. You're okay. Come on. She's such an encourager. So I just really love Julie's energy. I feel like Rick, she'd be so hard to lose because I feel like she's a light in this life. Like I feel like a lot of people loved her. They loved her food. She loved food. She reminds me a lot of me. Like I just feel like this really buoyant energy. And like when she shows up, it kind of lights up the whole room. And she says, I'm just still with you. And she does say she comes to your dreams, so I don't know if you've had a dream. She says, I did come to you in a visitation, so she just knows like, I'm here, I'm right here. I'm with you doing this all the time. Who drank the rum and Cokes, Rick? Is that you? Do you like rum and Coke? I feel like she just wants to party like a drink or something. I kind of feel like party energy with her. I feel like a rum and Coke party with her. Does she used to drink rum and Coke? Who's drinking rum and Coke? Beautiful. She's really lovely. Thank you, Julie. And now I'm like, hey, now you can leave. Now that we figured out that I wanted to talk with Rick, now you have to leave me alone. I was like putting makeup on this morning and I'm like, who is the spirit? You can't remember them? That's okay, Rick. I always trust weird things will happen after. Like somebody's gonna offer you rum and Coke tomorrow or something and you'll be like, okay, that's her. And I just kind of feel like this red shirt or this red dress or the color red that she's wearing, I don't know if you have a photo of it or you still own it or something, but this outfit she's wearing just also feels so prominent to me. Arizona tea. She used to drink Arizona tea. Huh. Okay. So thank you, Julie. And thank you, Rick, for trusting me to bring through that message for her. She's strong. I mean, she's been with me for days. It takes a big personality. Oh, see, it's her. It's her. She's so feisty. She's so strong. It takes a big personality to stick with me because I got pretty clear boundaries with the spirit world. So she really wanted to come through tonight. And it's interesting. She came through in the cards already as well. Okay, let's bring through another spirit here. Who else is here today? Cottage cheese. Rick, have you been eating cottage cheese? As I just started tuning, I heard cottage cheese. She is powerful, right? Yeah, Rick, you know what I'm talking about. She can like take over the world. Her energy is just beautiful. You have been eating cottage cheese? I mean, isn't the whole world eating cottage cheese now? 20 grams of protein in a cup. Like, hello. Oh, I love that. So she's there for the cottage cheese, Rick. Okay. Yeah, it feels like your body's re-energizing. It's kind of wants to move again and get healthy again. Okay, so let's just see who else is here. Okay, yeah. Okay. You never liked it before, Rick? I love it. Oh, here's Amanda that says, I know Rick and knew Julie as well. I'm in tears right now with how dead on all that was. Thank you. Beautiful, Amanda. Yeah, I could feel a lot of people love you. As I'm talking to her, they love you. She's still here. Okay, there's a younger gentleman here, and I feel like he was like a skier or a snowboarder. I'm so ignorant when it comes to like what ski boots look like or snow boots look like, but he loved adventure. And he says he's been coming to you in it as an eagle because he shows me like he loved the mountains. He loves the outdoors. I kind of see him like windburned on his face, and he's got kind of like longer hair. Like it makes me feel like when he puts his like ski goggles on and stuff, like his hair kind of would get stuck in it and that kind of thing. I don't know if you still have his ski boots or the snowboarder. He showed me something that he wants to keep showing me like his gear. So I don't really know what that means yet. But yeah, he loved adventure. And he's kind of showing me like a locket or a pocket. So I don't know if this is like, you may have his ashes in this like locket type thing here. I thought it was a pocket watch, but it kind of feels like it's like a locket or something that he's showing me. And then also somebody's gotten a tattoo in honor of him and he loves the tattoo. He says it's so rad. I love the tattoo. It's so rad. And I just feel like there's a lot of honoring. He's showing me Christmas energy. So, you know, like, I don't know if like something happened around Christmas. And then he loves the ornament that everybody made in honor of him. And I do feel like he has a brother that he's been trying to communicate with his brother and send messages to his brother as well. He loved music. I feel like a lot of music with him. I kind of even feel like when he's skiing or snowboarding that he's listening to music. And I just feel like there might have been like an accident around his passing. And he's showing me the river. He says, I meet you at the river. Loves nature, loves adventure. I almost feel like I'm in Kananaskis, like I'm in Alberta. So does this make sense to anybody? So Bree here on Instagram says, my dad was a ski instructor. He sent an eagle the day we spread his ashes. I have a necklace with his footprint. Fingerprint, sorry. And you put an ornament on the tree. Bree, this is your dad? He seemed so young when he loved music. We just went to Kananaskis. There you are, Bree. So this is your dad. So this is on Instagram, everybody. I wish I could show it again on my app, and I can't do it. So Bree, what was his name? And I just feel him at the river with you guys. I don't know if you were talking about him at the river or you did a ceremony at the river, but he's just like, I meet you at the river. I'm with you at the river. And thank you for honoring me. Who got the tattoo, Bree? What was his name? He was 67, but when he came to me in a dream, he was wearing a ski jacket and looked so young. Yeah. Sometimes, spirits can show up. You go to the river every week. Yeah. And sometimes spirits, they show up when they felt like they looked the best. Like my mom always comes to me in dreams and things like that when she's like kind of like 45 and she had like this big 80s hair and her hair was, and she would like brush it she'd brush her curls out and she'd wear this bright lipstick because I know that she loved what she looked like those years. So that's how she comes to me. So he feels so young at school. He looked so good, right, Bree? I feel the same. His name was Steve. Okay. So I love that. So he loves this necklace that has his fingerprint. He's just like, I'm just like right here. And then I don't know if like you still have like a plaid jacket of his or a plaid shirt of his that you wear, a black puffer coat and beautiful teeth. Yes, he looks so good. And I don't know if you guys still have that jacket or something like that. People also called him Park. And you know what, Bree? He's just reminding you that he wants you to have the adventure. He's like, whatever adventure I missed out on, I want you to pursue adventure in this life. He doesn't want stagnancy in your life. He wants you like out, like if you're going out to Kananaskis or the river every week, like that's what he wants for you. He's just like, life, it can be filled with so much adventure. And I almost feel this like inspirational message he's trying to teach all of us. Like life is short here, like go big, Oh, Bree, I'm snuggling his shirt right now. And I made a blanket with all his plaid shirts. Sorry, he's just making me cry. He's just like, I'm right here with all these plaid shirts. Beautiful. That is so, so beautiful, Bree. Oh, you love this so much. Your dad just has like a big hello and he says like, I am the eagle. And when did you say the eagle came? You guys saw the eagle when you spread his ashes. So beautiful. Oh, we've got a piggyback here. So another message from another spirit Bailey's kind of resonating with as well. Your brother-in-law passed at 49 in an accident. He was a skier and my husband spends a lot of time in Kananaskis. My sister-in-law got a tattoo of him and the only part that itches is his beard. Okay, that's so cool. So Bree, you just say, I love him so much. I feel him so often. He comes in so clear. He leaves you dimes. Yes. So you said that when you were spreading his ashes over top of a waterfall, an eagle was flying. Yeah, he's like, that was me. That was just me being a part of it all. And he just says he's so proud of you too, because it just makes me feel too like this adventure piece of you. I just feel like it's expanding. Do you know what I mean? Like you're inspiring either your children or your family to like be doing it with you. And it feels like a really big time of expansion right now. Like even the eagle for me has a bigger message here tonight because he's making me feel like I want you to like look from a bigger perspective. Like I want you to be manifesting, like thinking of the next 5 or 10 years. He's just really kind of guiding your path, Bree. So beautiful to meet him. And he just says, tell her I'm so proud of her. Just tell her I'm so proud of her. Yeah, like you're killing it. You're killing it. He feels so cool to me. Even if he's 67, he feels so young at spirit to me. Yeah. So yeah, that might have just been a blending there happening there for you, Bailey, too. So I'm so glad that you can kind of connect with that as well. So I just want to thank Steve. Beautiful, Bree. And has a dog passed? I thought I just felt a dog with him. You are the manifesting queen. I love that, Bree. I love that you're on that boat. Thank you so much. Tell him I love him so much. Well, you can tell him yourself because he's with you. He's not with me. He's with you, and I'm just kind of bringing it through. So beautiful. Love that. Still being a dad, says Leanne Goods. I love that. So beautiful. Isn't that so beautiful? Love that. Well, my friends, we are kind of at the end of the night. I love Wednesday Whispers with you, even though I'm pink. I have no idea why my skin is just going to be like a pink filter on here. Again, like if you are looking to, find out more about your own spirituality, I've got a couple of offerings. I'm doing this Awakened Woman workshop, which is just going to be so awesome. And it's like a 2-hour masterclass where I'm going to be giving you like awesome tools in kind of how to move through with that. And then I've also got an inner circle that's going to be starting in October called the Wolf Pack, which is where if you are an intuitive, if you are a developing medium or intuitive, you're interested in learning how to read cards and blending with energy, understanding the language of spirit. We meet every Tuesday night, October to March. So if you are kind of like looking for some interesting things to kind of delve into, I would love to be that person for you. It's a beautiful group. It's a beautiful, beautiful time. So what am I drinking tonight? Last guess for my intuitive mug here tonight. What was I drinking? Is it sweet? Is it sour? Is it hot? Is it cold? I know that we had a lot of mint energy. We had a lot of chamomile energy. I love you guys. You guys are like, oh my God, I got chills. Beautiful. What am I drinking tonight? Oh, you're sure he's with your sister's dog? Yeah, I felt him with a dog all of a sudden. So beautiful. So any last guesses of what is in my intuitive mug here tonight? Hibiscus tea. Well, whoever called mint was right. It was mint tea. So I think there was five or more than 5 people that said mint tea here tonight. So that's super awesome. I'm going to be at the Canadian Women's Expo in Calgary, October 4th to 6th. I'm going to be in Montreal at the end of September with As She Rises conference. Anybody from Montreal here? Come see me. I'm going to be at the Four Seasons Hotel doing readings. So that's going to be awesome. And I've even got a couple days. If anybody's in Montreal wanting a reading, I'm going to be there. So contact me end of September. And you can always book me for one-on-one readings. It's my passion. It's what I love doing. I love connecting in the world of spirit for all of you. So thank you for trusting me, my friends. I hope tonight that my channeling brings through a little bit of validation that there is life after life. This is not the end. And that my biggest secret is one that too, is that we're all going to die. So you better start thinking about it now and thinking about how you're going to live your life. This September is a beautiful time to reinvent, to replant, to rebirth yourself, and just kind of live to your fullest as we kind of talk about all these beautiful spiritual things. So much love to you, my friends. Mwah, 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 mwah. Next Wednesday night at 8 p.m. Mountain Standard Time, I'll be back. Night.